Hey everyone, Pesmori here, and welcome to Trials of Innocence. Okay, I kind of want to choose Stella next because I'm curious about how these two will interact. I also want to choose Luna because I want to know what the heck she's talking about. But I'm curious about Charlie Drake. Get ready for the next battle. Unconsciously, Luna has gradually become independent and mature. Even if we work separately, there's nothing to worry about. In less than a year, she's already become capable of standing on her own. I'm glad to witness her growth. But, just as I was about to go find Detective Sanford and seek her permission for an investigation, I encountered something that I'm least skilled at. Children. Oh my god, I'm actually right. Oh, come on, I'm not a I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber, man. Isn't he Detective Sanford's son? Why is he here? Just to suffer? Hello? Hello? Hooray! Hello, Your Honor! You're Randy, right? I'm not a judge. You don't need to call me that. But you have a beard! And you look so old! Hey, this isn't a beard. It's just stubble. And I'm only 31. But you don't look like you're only 31. Children's words hurt the most. Yeah, because they don't know how to lie. Forget it. Randy, did you come here with your mother? Yeah, but Mommy's busy. I shouldn't bother her. Well, you're a really considerate boy. Dad keeps urging me to have a child, but I don't think that would happen in recent years. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just saying, you got a dancer who might give you a lap dance on request. Just gotta say the magic words. I half regret saying that. But the other half is, okay, moving on. He better count my elder sister. That would be more practical. Huh? You have an elder sister? Huh? Ah, just the one I was looking for. Huh, so you're here as well. My sister's not involved in the field of law, so I rarely mention her to anyone. It's so hard to imagine what your elder sister looks like. If she's as messy looking as you, oh, I can hardly imagine that. She is indeed hard to imagine. But in the opposite way. Oh my gosh, really? Detective Sanford. Have you been working with your child these past few days? Do I have a choice? The kindergarten has already closed. Do you want to help me take care of him? I will. I mean, what? Nah, I already have like 2 nephews to help babysit. It's a nightmare. I convinced him to eat cereal with apple juice. So, yeah, I'm not exactly a good influence. No, absolutely not. Knew it. Well, thanks to you two, I'm even busier today than yesterday. No time to chat. You can continue your free activities. I'll go ahead. Hold it!
Wait a sec.
Yeah. What's the matter now? I haven't said anything yet, but you're leaving. I have tons of investigation to do today, and I need your cooperation. If you want to go, just go ahead, but it's not solely up to me to decide whether to cooperate or not. Also, if there is any progress in your work, please keep me informed. How dare you say that? Half of our work comes from your requests. You troublemaker. Well, all in the name of justice? I'm really busy and I have an appointment later. If you have any questions, just ask. But first, standard procedure. Hey, oh. Hey, cutie. Why show this again? Are you afraid of being mistaken for an intruder? Maybe. I told you, the sign that says, "Hinder law enforcement's pay with your life" was borrowed temporarily. It's a slip. No, it's standard procedure. Relax. The snipers lurking here have already withdrawn today. I'm sorry, what now? This case reminds me of many old stories. Huh, cutie, I only focus on my business on hand. As for the past, I'll never forget the harm it brought to us all. They will pay for it one day. Seems that all the parties from back then have gathered again. Perhaps the long-sealed truth will be revealed tomorrow. I hope so. Looking forward to your performance in court tomorrow. Okay, let me search the place. I don't know, will something change? The chandelier is so luxurious. Just take a look and you can tell it's expensive. Huh, if an earthquake happened and it fell, the loss would be huge. Thinking of this, I unconsciously moved out from under it. Well, I must have been affected by Luna with a wild imagination. If this painting is an original, it could be worth billions. 6 months ago, I handled a case about fake art. The auction price for the counterfeit painting was ridiculous. Luna counted several times to get it right. The client generously gave us a counterfeit painting supposedly worth 1 billion. I took it to an expert, who said it could sell for $100. Alas, I feel like I missed many chances to get rich. Man, you're just a Charlie with a chance. And you missed them all. The entrance detector is constantly ringing. A few guards are fixing it. Where are the engineers? Why do guards need to handle equipment repairs? To excel in a field, focus is essential. You can't have a lawyer cleaning toilets every day. Sneeze. Am I making fun of myself? I always find there's not much to talk about in public lobbies. Either it's loud chatter or a state of ready-to-leak secrets. Unless tired and needing a rest, one should head to the destination. Meeting rooms or living rooms are much more comfortable than here. Well, it's better than just wandering around with like a lot of luggage, I guess. Of course, the elderly enjoying the air conditioning are an exception. This is a nice floor. That gentleman seems to be in a hurry and dropped a pack of cigarettes. But this place is non-smoking, right? Should I call the nearby guard to return it to him? Even if I did, it would probably be confiscated. What's the point? Yeah, what's the point of smoking? Just vape, bruh. Nah, I'm just joking. Vaping's probably worse for you. Actually, don't smoke, don't vape. Don't drink alcohol. Be straight edge. I mean, I am. Not to brag or anything. But then again, I do have a crippling indie game addiction, so, I think it balanced out. What is going on in my life? Okay, the greenery here is beautiful. When I traveled south, I saw many tropical plants. But I saw some uncivilized behavior. Some people like to carve on trees. Yeah, something like I was here with their names attached. Who's it for? So ill-mannered. Huh, why is there a note on this plant? We were here. Doris and Sylvia, is that a reference? Well, at least it didn't damage the plant. Is that a reference? I feel like it's a reference. Okay, back to it. Detective Sanford, I'll be straightforward. We proved in court that there have been intruders on the 99th floor. Do the police have any leads on it? You're asking this question too early. Sorry, what now? You forget what the 99th floor is for. It's not easy to get investigation approval from a Foreign Affairs Department. Luckily, the envoy is very cooperative, but even so, the police have to wait for about another hour before entering. Until then, not just you, even I can't go in. I see. So the prosecution won't have any access to any clues. Either. At least I won't have the upper hand. You never know. I absolutely have no means to access information about foreign dignitaries. Can you enlighten me? Even if you don't have the means to access it, after these 2 days of investigation and trial, didn't you sense anything? I have to say it. It's Mr. Justice's subtle attitude towards this case, and the strange relationship between him and his son. Their personal matters are none of my concern, but it's quite clear to me that their relationship is not harmonious. Not just harmonious? Then I'll say Galaxy is being quite polite to him. These past 2 days, Neon has been monitoring and obstructing our investigation on the behest of Mr. Justice. Even you can see it that if his final goal is to rescue his son, there was no need for him to do so. So much. A rumor is spreading like wildfire. Justice Kaida may be involved in a larger crime. Yeah. Are you saying he's connected to Sky Shield? I won't make any judgments without conclusive evidence. I don't know if he has a direct connection to Sky Shield, but there is some connection between him and his members. The victim in this case was Someone we were familiar with. The police have always had information about her background. Erica Cuccio was an orphan and had spent some time begging on the streets in Neon. The turning point in her life was when she was adopted by a local wealthy family. Wow. Lucky, I think. I mean, she lost her real parents, but got rich parents, so it's like... I guess life helped her out in the end? I mean, she lost them too, but yeah. I heard about that. Have you found her adoptive parents? No. She concealed information about them perfectly, and the police have been unable to find any leads. However, this case has provided us a whole new perspective on the matter. The wife of Justice Kaida is named Evelyn Kaida, but before marrying Justice Kaida, she had a different family name. Cuccio. What? Where's his wife now? Wait, what? Oh boy. So Erica is Galaxy's stepsister? Okay. Wait, no, Erica is Justice's... No, fuck. Erica is the stepsister of Galaxy. Okay. Seems like it. According to the information obtained by the police, she passed away many years ago due to illness. I see. Oh. Neon has a limited number of surnames, and the population is not that large. Cuccio is a rather rare one. Whether it's a coincidence or a hidden truth, Mr. Justice's unwillingness to cooperate with police limits our progress. But we need to be aware of this possibility. Both of us. Erica Cuccio was indeed the daughter adopted by Mr. Justice's wife. Then, Mr. Justice would be her adoptive father, and Galaxy her brother. I always thought that Galaxy and Cuccio knew each other, but I didn't expect Mr. Justice to be involved as well. I must meet with them again after the investigation. Okay, I'm really leaving now. As usual, the things we talked about are just casual conversations. Don't take them too seriously. Alright. In the past, I said this half jokingly and half seriously, but this time you have to be careful. If you get yourselves involved in a political issue, even I can't help you out. I'll definitely be careful. And I'll be careful not to involve you. Oh, you say that now? I'm never... Oh, you say that now? I'm never afraid of trouble. But if we must bring it upon ourselves, we have to consider if it's worth. We're not young people in our early 20s anymore. We have to have plans and goals for our actions. I hope you're not just driven by hot-bloodedness to solve the case without considering what comes after. I know what to do. Probably. Alright, then I'll go now. You? Well, do your best. Send my kiss to Luna. She's right. Perhaps with Luna's and my efforts, we can uncover the truth. But what comes after that? Do we have enough ability to confront the forces behind it? What stands in our way? Is it just visible power? Or something deeper? Forget it. Luna's taking action at this moment. I have no reason to stop because of these random thoughts. I've already obtained the investigation permit for the 101st floor from Detective Sanford. I should hurry there. There are still quite a few police officers here, but their expressions seem less strained than yesterday. Probably because there are no snipers? But you never know if there are spies. Double-crossing, backstabbing bitches. Although I have obtained the investigation permit, I better walk softly and avoid causing trouble. Who's there? How dare you obstruct official business? Oh my god, is that fucking serious guy? Oh my god, it is. Oh man. This deafening voice. Could it be? Hey, you! Ha! I got you! I'm serious! Yeah, you are. Long time no see. I'm surprised you're not fired. Whoa, my ears! It's you, as expected. Huh! The sneaky lawyer! What are you doing here? Seriously! I'm the lawyer of the case, and I obtained the investigation permit from your immediate superior. Why can't I be here? The deputy director told me that a handsome young man is allowed in, but you... Scanning up and down. Can't she give a clearer instruction? Or a more accurate one? I mean, Charlie is kinda handsome. Look what he pulled. If I could pull that, I'd be on an unprecedented high until I die. Ahem. I will confirm with the deputy director again. You better behave yourself here. Don't touch anything. I'm not an ignorant baby. Lucky. It's much easier to loosen his mouth than Detective Sanford's. Before investigating, I better gather some info from him. But first... Standard procedure. You're trying to get close to me using this little booklet and extract information again. I'm not falling for it. I'm serious. No, you're an idiot. Detective Spark, I'm authorized to search the crime scene today. Your superior approved it. That does make some sense. Then you better search right in front of me and not disturb the scene. I'm serious. Okay. I understand. Actually, I have a few questions. They're all classified. I'm serious. Don't expect me to be fooled and reveal the investigation results. I'm serious. For the sake of my ears, I better keep quiet. What are you doing? A lawyer is not allowed to intimidate the police during an investigation. I'm serious. I just showed a photo. Put it away, or I'll charge you with assaulting an officer. Calm down, it's just a photo. Prosecutor Ray, look what you did to him. Me next? I mean, what? Among all the prosecutors, Mr. Schubert is the easiest one to get along with. I'm serious. I never even heard of anyone say that. In front of Prosecutor Ray, any loud voice would draw a scolding, sometimes even a punch. But Prosecutor Schubert doesn't say a word. He even pretends not to hear anything. I'm serious. He's probably not pretending. With those earphones on, he really can't hear anything. No, he's pretending. He just doesn't give a shit. Deputy Director Sanford, a legend, and we Uh, and we in the judicial department are proud of her. I'm serious. Aren't you too exaggerated? Of course not. I work hard every day to reach her level. I made a vow that I won't settle down until my accomplishments surpass hers. I'm serious. Is that necessary? Look at Detective Sanford. She was married with a child. It's been almost half a year since our first meeting, and you're still so full of energy. Wait, it's not even been 6 months since they met Annie? Okay. Of course, I work and eat diligently every day, all to become the best detective. I'm serious. Compared to Detective Sanford, this guy's attitude is more like a common police officer. Well, he's more of a puppy in my eyes. I mean, look at that shoulder bounce. So full of pep and energy. I'm currently undergoing special training, aiming to be the best of the best of the best. I'm serious. Even under the barrage of fists and electric sparks, I can remain unfazed. I will definitely stand out on my own. I'm serious. Is that enough for major cases? Probably not. I must say, Detective Spark, it's been a while, huh? Oh, yeah. What do you mean by that? During this time, I have diligently fulfilled my duties. I'm serious. You sneaky little bitch haven't changed. Although taking on cases that are always taking on cases that are impossible to win. But I won. You don't need to worry about that. But have you really been fulfilling your duties? I haven't seen you in the last few cases. I've been too busy to eat. How could I casually show up at the scene of a case? Really? What have you been doing then? For example, I helped the deputy director take care of her child. And I tidy up Prosecutor Ray's office. I'm serious. And I also follow Prosecutor Schubert's orders and help him move the piano. I'm serious. I understand the first two, but why does that guy have to move the piano? And why aren't you an officially assigned detective? Why are you taking their orders to do such things? This is my effort to promote friendly communication between the police and the prosecution. I'm serious. Or you're a little pushover that does everything. Even if I were to apply for a job as a nanny now, I wouldn't lose to anyone. I'm serious. Well, I feel like he's been developed in a strange direction. Since you're good at helping others, give me a hand during my investigation later. I have principles. Seriously, I'll only help if I can, even under torture. I won't assist in forbidden actions. There are at least 20 police officers within our sight. How am I supposed to torture you in front of them? I think because of his obnoxious attitude, they'll allow it. They'll be like, they're torturing him. No. What are you talking about? No. What's that over there? Looks like a beetle. Yeah, nice beetle. We didn't hear him suffer, we didn't hear him screams. We just hear nothing. We're deaf now. Okay, moving on. I won't lose to you. Absolutely, bitch. Who's competing with you? Any breakthrough? Progress on in the on-site investigation? You've come to the right person. I have a very clear understanding of the scene. I'm serious. I'm all ears. We've investigated for a whole day today. No progress. I'm serious. Okay, serious, and serious. Why do you say that so proudly? The 101st floor has no obstructions except for a few load-bearing columns. The entire scene is extremely simple. No matter how much we investigate, we won't find anything new. I'm serious. First question. This is the crime scene, right? Yep. Although the defendant wiped away the blood on the floor, we restored the scene with luminol reagent easily. Okay. The samples from the forensic department also confirmed the mixture of blood and saliva on the ground. I'm serious. Okay. A mixture of blood and saliva? Saliva? Ugh. That's a bit gross. Maybe the guy got hit in the gut so bad, he drooled. Yes, the victim in this case died from internal injuries. The bullet did not penetrate her body. Therefore, the blood she left behind was all spat out from her. Okay, yeah, I was right. Technically, kind of. Was spat from her mouth, which completely matches our reconstruction. Reconstruction? There should be no doubt about that. What about the ballistic analysis and the angle of entry for the bullet? Take a careful look at the big hole in the window. Have you seen such a bullet hole? No. Is this caused by some kind of new armor projecting projectile? You got it. The bullet hole has a peculiar shape, which can't do the ballistic analysis, so we had to give up. I'm serious. Well, it seems you can't rely on scientific investigation to pinpoint the killer's location. Speaking of which, if I remember right, Detective Sanford mentioned something intriguing in court today. Since it's been a while, the investigation of the body might have been done by now. Detective Spark, can you tell me who's responsible for the investigation of the victim's body? Obviously, as a former army medic, I did the report transcribing. I'm serious. So is the forensic doctor that's responsible for it? Detective Sanford mentioned that there were two things on the victim's body that weren't fully investigated before the trial. Have you made any discoveries until now? I already submitted the information on those two items. They are a remote control and a short knife. I'm serious. A remote control? Is it the one to bomb? Is it the one to the bomb in the Foxtail case? Yep. We're familiar with the appearance of it and recognized it immediately. I'm serious. But the bomb has already exploded. What would Kujo still take? Why would she still take it? Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, I'll record this information. Okay. Remote control. For the bomb inside. GBXF004. Found on the body of Erika Kujo. Okay. Oh, I have to click. I can't see any information from before. I can't see any difference from before. I guess Luna can't either. It should be difficult to forge the advanced equipment from the US military. I wonder what it means to Kujo. Well, I'm also familiar with the double-edged short knife. Kujo used it in the Foxtail case. Yeah, but they're not the same one. I'm serious. As an assassin for the criminal organization, the victim probably prepared many knives of the same model. I'm serious. Was this knife used at the time of the crime? It was hidden in the layers of her bulletproof vest. And the only fingerprints on the handle were left several days ago. In other words, the victim did not draw the knife during the incident. I'm serious. This knife, it was not used to be... I can't find any direct connection to the case. Just note it down for now. That's all the information I can gather. Now it's time for the long-awaited on-site investigation. This is a rare opportunity, so I must keep my eyes sharp and investigate every detail thoroughly. Get the fuck out of my way, bitch. Whew, the view here is really vast. Only it's a bit too high. Guess I should look up. Wait, what's that black thing on the top of the window? Is that a curtain? Are you blind? That's clearly a light shield. I'm serious. Light shield? Is that something that could be pulled to block sunlight? We have them in our office too. Something like that. The shields are made of black carbon fiber, composite material, and can absorb 90% of the light. I'm serious. I tried it once. When they were lowered, they completely block out the sunlight, just like in a tunnel. I see. Indeed. Eyes that have adapted to darkness would experience temporary blindness if suddenly exposed in intense light. According to Galaxy, the light shields were closed when he arrived on this floor. Then someone suddenly opened them. Detective Spark, you said you tried it. So where's the switch for the shields? The main switch for the light shields is in the power distributing. Oh shoot. It's in the power distribution room on the 100th floor, a room that's not accessible now. But there is an electronic receiver device installed at the end of the shields, so they can be remotely controlled. I'm serious. So there are remote controls. How many and where? The developers had plans to prepare multiple of them, but up until the time of the incident, there was only one. I'm serious. And that sole remote control was found on the defendant. It has been confiscated by the police. I'm serious. What about the fingerprints on it? Whose are they? Extracting fingerprints is impossible. I'm serious. What? The defendant kept the remote in loose clothing, and after a lot of friction there were no fingerprints left. That's really troublesome. If Galaxy was the victim of the sudden opening of the light shields, the remote control shouldn't be found on him. I need to ask Galaxy more about this. Just note it down first. Oh. The entire floor is surrounded by 360-degree floor-to-ceiling observation windows, made of unusually thick material. It should be tempered glass, with considerable strength. Yet it was pierced by that special bullet. Have you examined the bullet hole in the window? Oh, of course. I wouldn't overlook such an important clue. The data has already been reported to the Deputy Director, and I haven't discovered any further information today. I'm serious. I see. Due to the continuous vibration of the bullet, an unusual large hole was drilled in the glass. Since the glass itself is extremely sturdy, there's no radial cracks. In that case, it will be indeed very difficult to conduct a ballistic analysis based on it. You got a point. The defendant's pistol fired a total of 2 shots at the time of the incident. So he definitely shot the glass with one round and hit the victim with the other. I'm serious. This guy probably doesn't know what about the gunpowder reaction on the inner side of the rooftop, but it's useless to tell him. Galaxy claimed that when he picked up the pistol, he fired a shot in self-defense. Let's assume he isn't the killer of Kujio. And his shot should have hit the glass, and someone else must have fired at Kujio. Is there really nowhere to hide on this floor? Like a hidden door on the ceiling or the floor? Hidden doors again. They don't exist in reality. Poor imagination, I'm serious. I don't know about that. That literally happened like a few years ago. Well, I can't think of any other possibilities. Only the load-bearing pillars can be taken as cover in this floor, but they are narrow and can't hide a person at all. Galaxy would definitely be on guard when he got the pistol, so there's no way he wouldn't notice anyone hiding there. Could the killer have been really shot from outside? This is the 101st floor after all. I mean, are there really no shooting platforms at the same height nearby? Are you blind? Can't you use your eyes? Indeed, I can't really find any buildings at a similar height around. The killer used something like a helicopter. It would make too much noise, and someone would have noticed. I still can't think of a second possibility. Do I really have to argue that Galaxy accidentally killed Kujio? It's already the second day after the incident, yet the parameter tape is still all over the scene. It's not the police's work. These parameter tapes were already here before the incident. I'm serious. What? Yep, this floor hasn't been put into use, so the developers used parameter tape to cordon it off. Since the floor hasn't been put to use, what's the point of the tape? And parameter tape is set up for a danger inside. Where's the danger? I've already inquired about the matter. It's a secret of the developers. Seriously? What kind of secret? They cordoned it off to prevent anyone from casually stepping in and dirtying the floor. I'm serious. It will cost extra to have the cleaners sweep the floor. Yes, that's the kind of thinking you would expect from a businessman. The parameter tape is made of plastic film, and anyone can easily go through it. It doesn't play much of a role in this case. I've investigated all the relevant places, but I still can't figure out where the killer could have hidden. What I'm still concerned about is the trajectory. If Kuja was shot at the spot where the bloodstain was wiped, the shape of the bullet hole is unusual. But we can basically assume that the bullet passed through the center of the hole, right? Detective Spark, come here. What? Just stand here for a moment. Why? Hold it. Stand there and don't move. Why are you poking my back? Just a mark. Don't worry. Don't scribble on my uniform. I'm serious. Just one sec, he'll be quick. Luckily, I have a laser pointer in my keychain. If I extend it out to the hole and beam it back towards Detective Spark, the direction of the killer can be determined, right? Huh? Wait, the laser pointer I extended out of the hole suddenly became half its size. How long do I have to stand here? It's okay now. Come here quick. What's the matter with the glass? Could the glass be a concave lens that can shrink the surrounding scenery? Like the lenses in telescopes. Something like the eyepiece and objective lens. I've never been clear about them. If I remember right. Right! This floor is planned to be a circular observatory deck. So in order to ensure the view, all the glass here has the function of shrinking the objects outside. I see, but what does that imply? I don't know either. Since there's such a big bullet hole here, why don't we just look outside from here? Wait. What? A vantage point. Ooh. This building seems to be the Genesis Financial Mansion, rented by the Procuratorate. I'm serious. No. This building seems to be the Genesis Financial Mansion rented by the Procuratorate. I'm serious. When we look out from inside the building, it looks very far away. But it's actually just a block away from here. That's correct. Seriously! Since this is a new building, the police have never obtained updated floor plans. Additionally, the view from this floor doesn't show adjacent buildings of the same height, so the police didn't confirm it. But the two buildings shouldn't be far apart. I walked directly over from Prosecutor Ray's office this morning. Seriously! How many floors does the Genesis Financial Mansion have? About 120 floors. Although it's shorter than the Skyrim Trade Center, it can reach a height of 101 floors. This means that the shooting platform That means there is a shooting platform the same height nearby. Looking closely, the 101st floor opposite seems to have an open window. With this new discovery, our entire understanding of the case have been overturned. Detective, I need to go to the Genesis Financial Mansion. Can you come? Why me? It's a place the police have never investigated. It may be inaccessible for a lawyer to gather evidence. This case involves foreign dignitaries and is the focus of attention in both countries. Whether we can find the truth and uphold the dignity of our judicial system depends entirely on you, Detective. I'm deeply grateful to be entrusted with such a heavy responsibility. I'm serious. Rest assured, whether it's the building opposite or a sea of flames, I'll go with you. I'm serious. Whew, thankfully this guy is gullible. With him, all the clues I find will be legal. No time to waste. Let's check out the Genesis Financial Mansion. The Genesis Financial Mansion used to be the tallest building on Unity Avenue. But with the rapid development of this district, skyscrapers have sprung up and it's been overshadowed. The office of Stella Ray and Silas Schubert should be on the 3rd floor, but that's not my destination. What is this place for? The 101st floor of Genesis Financial Mansion is leased by a food-leading company named Fat Bear Eats. Is that a reference? Huh? You need a loan to eat? Wait, what? I'm not sure either, but I heard the company ran into financial trouble and seemed to have fled en masse. I'm serious. Their entire floor has been vacant for the past 2 weeks. I'm serious. Seems like a failed startup company. This means anyone could have entered here freely without being noticed. Not just on the day of the incident, but for a long time before this place. And before that, the place is empty. There might still be crucial clues left here. I need to thoroughly investigate every corner. Very ordinary corner, with floor-to-ceiling windows around the corridor is well lit. Though the office area hasn't been used for quite a while, the corridor floor is very clean. Is it thanks to the cleaning workers? They cleaned it so well, even the shoe prints are gone. This is the open window I saw from the crime scene opposite. Looking out from here, I can see the interior of the Skyrim Trade Center's 101st floor. Due to the glass on the opposite side, the interior setup is magnified. It's clear without a telescope. Next, I need to conduct an investigation here, and it has to be with Detective Spark. Once I'm ready, I should talk to him. A row of intact floor to... okay. Yeah. Detective Spark, come here. I need a favor. At your service, for the dignity of the Judiciary, please command as you wish. I'm serious. Ah, so you're my bitch now, huh? Okay. Could you check this window for gunpowder residue? This isn't the crime scene. Why check for gunpowder residue? Dumbass. I thought of a new possibility. If you don't have test strips, I have some here. So you're prepared, huh? Well, in that case, I'll give it a shot. Detective Spark is carefully wiping every corner of the window with the test strip. Despite my impressions of him being loud and easily fooled, when it comes to work, he's very thorough. So I underestimated him before. Nah, but he's so noisy. The test strip, it really reacted. Although the reaction is faint due to the passage of time, there are indeed traces of gunpowder residue here. As expected, does this building have surveillance cameras? Most floors do, but the tenant of this floor ran away. So the property management cut their power long ago. Seriously. Not sure if that's good news or bad. By the way, Detective Spark, do you know the horizontal distance between here and the opposite building? I mean, I got a block map while we were here. At all first-hand data, I'm serious. Based on the map, the shortest horizontal distance between the two buildings is 58 meters. Seriously? Only 58 meters? Positively, absolutely, and definitely. I'm serious. No doubt about it. Seriously. I have a rough idea of how the killer murdered Kujio. But if I'm right, something doesn't make sense. This is serious. I'm serious. What's up? Really? That's great. I have something to handle here. I'll come over shortly. I'm serious. What happened? The investigation team called. We got permission to investigate the 99th floor of the opposite building. From now on, relevant individuals can freely enter. Perfect timing. So can I go in too? The deputy director didn't say otherwise, so it should be fine. I'm serious. I need to document and report what we find here. I'm serious. If you go there, be careful not to mess things up. Otherwise it could lead to diplomatic issues. I'm serious. I have no reason to do that. Anyway, thanks a lot for your help. If you ever get arrested, make sure to hire me to defend you. I'll give you a 20% discount. Only 20? That's stingy. I'm serious. Can't you give more? Seems he's fully expected to be arrested someday. No time to waste. Let's head to the 99th floor while it's open. You're about to be framed for murder, bro. Compared to yesterday, there are many more officers investigating here. I've checked out the outside of the glass door. No need to recheck. I need to get inside now. Hey, what are you doing here? Hello, I'm the attorney of this case, Charlie Drake. May I... You're the attorney instructed by the deputy director? It's such an honor to have you here. Please, come in and investigate. What did she do to her subordinates? Thank you. I'll just take a look inside. Please. Oh, this is the place in the video. Okay. Whew. The police officers all looked at me with respect along the way. It's really different to know their superior. Since there are many officers here, No need for anyone to accompany me. Whatever I can find, they'll certainly find too. Can't delay my meeting with Galaxy. I must finish my work here quickly. I need to investigate every corner thoroughly ASAP. Through the window on the 99th floor balcony, I can see the Genesis Financial Mansion opposite. If I had come here earlier, I would have noticed the unusual proximity of the two buildings sooner. What's this window frame? What's with the window frame? Hasn't this consulate been unused? It doesn't look very new. There are scratch marks on it, as if it had been pressed by something. Was it a rope tied around the window frame to hold on to something heavy? No, an ordinary heavy object wouldn't cause such severe scratches. Must be something particularly heavy. Could it be? The body? Although the building was just inaugurated, it wasn't completed just a day or two ago. Since it hasn't been used for a long time, the corridor floor has accumulated some dust. In the far corner, there are some noticeable shoe prints, likely from President Gu. But near the window, the floor also seems to have been stepped on. Dust patterns are very messy. Can't extract any complete footprints. Someone did pass through here. They either moved in a very unusual manner, or they have excellent counter-surveillance skills, deliberately disturbing the dust. The American consulate's office is bright enough, but this corridor is surprisingly dark. Maybe it's because the light from this window isn't very good and none of the light is turned on yet. In this environment, if the camera settings weren't adjusted properly, it would indeed capture only darkness. If an intruder did enter from the outside, this dark corridor must have been a must-pass route. That's all the clues I could gather. Actually, my investigation for the entire crime scene has finished. With all the current evidence, I can piece together a new possibility. But this possibility has a critical contradiction. If the real murderer wasn't in this building, they could have just left after the shooting. Why are there traces on the 99th floor? Could it be that this person had a compelling reason to return to the scene? Or are the ones who shot Eric Okuchio and the intruder on the 99th floor two different people? These questions will be left to discuss with Luna. I have something more important to do now. Before dark, I must meet with Galaxy at all costs. As I walked into the detention center, the sun has quietly set. This winter is particularly cold, much like our minds troubled by this complicated case. I don't see anyone from Neon outside the gate. Mr. Justice should not have arrived yet. This might be my last chance to speak with Galaxy before tomorrow's trial. Yo! Long time no see. Is now a good time to talk? I've been waiting for this. What a brave lawyer. May I ask if you're looking for the Golden Galaxy or the Silver Galaxy? How about the Kaida Galaxy? What kind of opening remarks? If I said neither, are you going to split into three? Gold, silver, and bronze? Enough jokes, Galaxy. I did a lot of investigation at the scene today and learned a few things. Before justice arrived, I have some questions for you. Just in case. You're a real ace. Seems you're well prepared for tomorrow's trial. Not quite. How about I perform tomorrow? How well I can perform tomorrow? Based on how cooperative you are. Fair enough. Ask away. First, there's a vast ocean between you and me, so we can only talk face to face before. Didn't expect that even face to face here. We still need to use a phone. If you don't want to use a phone, you could shout. This glass isn't fully soundproof. Then I'll give it a try. Actually, I was messing with him. This glass is perfectly soundproof, so I can't hear a thing. Hey, you're calling me an idiot, right? I can see your lips. The guard behind is staring intently at you, Galaxy. After all, I'm a suspect. But in a few days, he should be able to relax. Are you saying we can win the case and get... I got confused because he was still talking. Shut the fuck up. Are you saying we can win the case and get you out? Or maybe lose the case and get me executed? You can even make such a joke. Seems like this guy's in good spirits. How do you understand leniency for confession, strictness for resistance? I learned it. Leniency for confession, strictness for resistance. The jury eats pizza with pineapples for subsistence. Where did you learn that nonsense? I do want to taste something good. There's no neon cats Pop-Tarts in the detention center. What? What is that? Seems to be some kind of tart of a cat from another world. I'm not too sure. Knowing something from other worlds. As the chairman of NGO, he's truly well informed. I don't know, man. He might be on drugs. There's nothing special to pay attention to here. Okay. But first, standard procedure. Mr. Drake, your professional competence is truly remarkable. Thanks to you, I was able to survive today. It wouldn't be so difficult without you. It wouldn't have been difficult without you. Galaxy, although we made it through today, we still have a long way to go. To obtain a not guilty verdict, you must be completely honest with me. Of course, as the poem goes, unjustly accused, my voice unheard, confined in this prison, my soul is stirred. Is he infected with President Q? Probably. Oh. Yeah, Galaxy? Galaxy? This is the victim in this case, right? Not familiar. Sorry. The victim's body was only recovered this morning. We just received the photo. But you recognized her at a glance. How dare you say you're not familiar? Your country's police showed me this photo countless times during the interrogation. I'm familiar with this face even more than you. Swag! That makes sense. I should change my approach. what's this? I'm clueless. Doge. Though he appears nonchalant, I can see deep sadness in his eyes. You must be familiar with this item. Oh, it's the clueless thing again. Oh, because Erica's short knife? What? Why would you be so sentimental about a fucking knife? Okay, whatever. Maybe it's just special. Maybe Erica used it for, I don't know, to save his life one time when they were kids. Maybe. You never know. Galaxy, are you alright in the detention center? Well, it's my first time here, so I'm not used to it yet. But your country's prison food tastes pretty good. OMG! Is it really that good? Of course, it's delicious, diverse, and plentiful. It's almost on par with a 3-star restaurant in my country. After I get out, I must invite the head chef from the detention center to my home. What kind of life are you people living? To be fair, he is the son of a politician. So they might be treating him better. Oh boy. Galaxy? This is the victim of this case, right? Sorry, not familiar. Oh, he says the same thing. Okay. I'll be straight with you about today's trial. The prosecution presented a lot of evidence against you, especially concerning the handling of the body. If you had told us this earlier, we wouldn't have been so passive now. Surprise! That's the best you could come up with after all this time. I understand you have your reasons for keeping quiet. I've encountered many clients like that in my career. But the special identity of the victim has significantly heightened public interest in this case. Under great pressure, the judge will definitely announce your final verdict tomorrow. We can't afford to be evasive anymore. True. Thanks to Mr. Gu today. Otherwise, I might have been convicted and extradited. Yeah. Regarding his testimony about the intruder on the 99th floor, I found clues in today's investigation. And my remaining doubts are all focused on you. Galaxy, tell me everything you know at this point. Doesn't have to be everything. I can talk about handling the body. That outfit was much heavier than expected. Carrying it to the rooftop was exhausting. That's not the point. While handling the body is important, but I want the full story. Once I leave the detention center, we won't have another chance to communicate, just like this morning. I don't want us to lose tomorrow without reasons, and I believe neither do you. You're right, but my thoughts are a bit muddled right now. I don't know where to start. Mr. Drake, why don't you ask questions and I answer them? Both your reaction yesterday and our evidence in court indicate that you knew the victim, Erica Kujio. It's more than that. Your relationship was quite special. You f***ed her. In the washing machine! Because she was stuck! And she asked for help from her stepbrother. Because she was stuck. Okay. So you're starting with this? Are we not BFF? I'm not joking. Since yesterday, you've been avoiding questions about her. Even if you don't tell me, the prosecution will eventually find out. I see. What exactly is your relationship with Erika Kujio? Why were you meeting on the 101st floor at the time of the incident? Tell me! Now! I can't say it. No matter how much you press, I can't. Comes to this as expected. I have no choice but to try to get him to talk ASAP. Forgive me, Galaxy.
Longinus, Kido!
I miss you. I miss you. Also, this music is jamming. What's this, Mr. Drake? Are you resorting to weapons since words don't work? Sticks and stones don't break bones, but the lance stabs. Nah, just go ahead. Just go ahead. Go ahead. This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Is that a Full Metal Jacket reference? Or... oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's a reference. Okay. Well. The guard on duty was startled, checking to see if Galaxy really had a rifle. Stop fooling around. What are you saying? A young guy should be energetic and vigorous. Once I change the topic, your state of mind restored immediately. Impressive. Flattered. I have no time to beat around the bush with him. To break the deadlock, I need to be straightforward. Yeah? Be straightforward. There's concrete evidence. Hi. There's concrete evidence of his contract with Kujio. I'll present evidence directly instead of using mere words to intimidate. However, Galaxy always maintains a flippant demeanor in front of me. His connection with Erika Kujio and even Sky Shield is unpredictable. As the conversation progresses, he might reveal unexpected details. Not to play it by ear. Let me put it this way. If I didn't have solid evidence, I wouldn't bring up this topic. Sorry, just in case. Since we dealt with each other for years, you might be familiar with my style. Of course, you're a veteran in this area. You can play your cards right. Cards? He probably means evidence. Your relationship with Erika Kujio wasn't simple. You two had direct contact out at the crime scene. The evidence providing your contact with Kujio was right here.
Take this.
You wouldn't forget what you gave her personally, right? Oh? Was that, huh? Gotcha, bitch. You're the owner of this bank card, which was opened recently. Today in court, I've proven that you provided financial support to Erika Kujio. I'm the compassionate chairman of NGO. It's my duty to help the unprivileged. The underprivileged? I never heard of any NGO suddenly dishing out $200,000 to support a fucking terrorist. And this underprivileged person happened to be a fucking terrorist. So you support someone like that? What do you mean by someone like that? Erika isn't that kind of... Galaxy. I haven't said anything yet, but you're already starting to slip. Stupid bitch. I'm just in case. Alright, this round goes to you. You know I provided you with plenty of intel on Sky Shield over the years. Doing that naturally catches their attention. I have been threatened, just like I was kidnapped years ago. What kind of threat? This matter is significant. I can't disclose it. Sorry about that. So I was forced to obey their instructions, providing escape funds to their head. To admit the money was for her escape. Admitting this would worsen my charges. That's why I've kept quiet. If that's the case, your meeting with her couldn't have been pleasant, right? After all, she was someone who threatened you. Exactly as he said. I was terrified when I saw her. Don't believe me? I'll show you. Well, I'd like to see your performance. I really don't want to hear more of this nonsense. According to you, if Kuja was a threat, you wouldn't have been on guard in front of you, right? Of course, I'm a law-abiding citizen who provides intel to the police. When we met, she was constantly pointing a knife at me. That's a lie. Yeah, man, it's a lie. I don't know why, though. Erica had no guard up against you.
Take this.
Kuja was an assassin skilled at throwing sharp objects, as I known in another case. Even when on the run, he always had a anti-short knife on her, even when meeting you. Of course it was, but according to the information I have, this knife stayed exactly where it should have been, never once drawn. Huh? In fact, until her death, there was never any conflict between you two. Kuja was in such dire straits, yet you managed to meet her alone and got her to drop her guard. Galaxy Kaida, what was your relationship? Can you tell me now? Mr. Drake, I entrusted you to be my defense lawyer, hoping for an innocent verdict. But I never thought you'd push me this far. Even if I knew her, so what? Erica Kuja was a nationally renowned sports star and idol. I have some standing in society. It's normal to have contact with her. Is it really unnecessary to dig this deep over such casual acquaintances? Casual acquaintances? If a casual acquaintance dies in front of me, I feel a bit of sorrow. But I wouldn't be heartbroken for her sake. I don't understand what you're saying. Heartbroken for her sake? Where did you get that from? The only eyewitness at the time was Erica. But she's dead! Are you saying she was speaking to you through dreams or something? Maybe she was indeed the only eyewitness, but there was someone else who knew the situation. A college student named Mooney Beans has always believed Erica Kuja was a good person. Though she didn't step out of the elevator, she clearly heard you crying. You kept repeating, "I killed you." Is it because you feel guilty for her death? I can't. Mr. Drake, please don't push me further. This is my bottom line. His expression is extremely pained, probably on the verge of breaking down. I have a feeling that if I push more, I might get all the info out of him. But I don't have any direct evidence linking him in. So troublesome. Erica. His wavering emotions are fleeting. If I choose incorrectly now, I might not be able to get another chance. Yeah. Think carefully. Is there something that's most likely linked to both Erica and Galaxy? Ah, this.
Take this.
Erica, Kuja had something she cherished deeply since 5 years ago. Oh wait, was that actually it? Oh. In this necklace is a photo of a middle-aged woman. She must have been very important to Kujio. Even while on the run, and until she left this world, she kept it close. So my question is, do you know this person? Is that so? Even to her death? I may hide my relationship with Erica for my own sake. Because I know that she would forgive me. But if you're asking about this person, I can't lie. This person was named Evelyn Kaida. She was my mother. What? She's the departed wife of Mr. Justice? As you say. I've known Erica since childhood. Since it's come to this, I won't hide anything anymore. I can't speak nonsense in front of my mother's memorial photo. I'll also tell you what that person actually did. Finally, it worked. Right now, am I truly facing the real Galaxy Kaida? Please, calm down and tell me. This is sad music. Erica. Kuja was originally my mother's surname. As her adopted daughter, Erica took on her surname. In our country, adopted children usually take the father's surname. No, in our country, adopted children usually take the father's surname. Why did she take the mother's? Huh. That beastly creature wouldn't allow a stray child into the Kaida family? Are you referring to Mr. Justice? That man has never acknowledged her as his daughter, even now. His hatred towards Mr. Justice seems deeper than I imagined. Let's leave that aside. So Erica Kuja was your sister? Yes. According to the birth dates, she was a few months older than me. So she was my elder sister. We grew up from a young age. Even without blood ties, we had an extremely deep bond. My mother and Erica were my only family members. Without them, I wouldn't be who I am today. I see. They were the most important people to you. Of course, but I couldn't protect them. Neither of them. If it weren't for that person's ambitions, my mother would have never died. Because I was still studying abroad here, I couldn't even see her for the last time. Please, pull yourself together. According to the police report, Mrs. Kaida died of illness. Could there be more? Illness. So that's how that person whitewashed it. Do you know about the assassin attempt on a high official in Neon many years ago? An assassin attempt in Neon? Huh. If I remember right, it was reported that the Minister of Finance of your country was shot in his car. The Minister of Finance at the time was Assassination attempt. What a joke. That swine, lower than an animal, could do anything for his political future. Galaxy Kaida wanted to climb to the position of president, so he planned this whole show to be seen by the entire nation. A show? Exactly. This man had exhausted all 30 tricks to get to the top. I know exactly all that he did. But I never thought he would sacrifice my mother's life for his career. What? At that time, his approval ratings were plummeting, and he needed a sensational event to turn things around. He thought he could deceive us, thought I knew nothing. That bastard. He hired a gunman and planned to shoot at his own seat. So he orchestrated a fake assassination attempt? What's the point of gaining support through such actions? What a pitiful political game. But my mother believed it was real. She saw the gunman hide in the bushes and thought he was really in danger. When the bullet flew, she threw herself in front of that bastard at all costs. When she fell, I wasn't by her side. That way, she was taken away by the bullet that wasn't supposed to hit her. If it wasn't for Erica's call, I would have never known. I couldn't see her for the last time. I'm genuinely sorry. To carry out such a bold and dangerous plan without informing his wife. Perhaps he wanted the media to capture her most natural reaction and expression? What a contemptible politician. When my brother was on the brink of death, Erica was with her in the hospital. She said, entrusted by my mother, she would take care of me. But in the end, I never expected she would take this path. So she joined Sky Shield? That's right. Maybe that's because she couldn't forgive that man. The vice president's status won't be shaken by a civilian. To punish him, she had to align with a major criminal organization. So she joined Sky Shield because of her hatred towards Justice Kaida. Back then, even when my mother was lying in the hospital, the man was nowhere to be found. He was too busy rising to the top, stepping on countless people, not even sparing a glance. And now he's achieved his goal, just waiting for the current president to step down so he can take full control. No wonder he's been under surveillance these past few days. Mr. Justice just wants to completely control this case. He said he was trying to smooth things over for my sake. What a pretentious excuse. He could even sacrifice my mother, so why would he care about me? If I'm convicted, he'll be even secretly laughing. Are there really husbands and fathers like that in this world? It's chilling. If Justice Kaida is such a man, who knows what he'll do next? Now with Erica gone, his biggest obstacle is gone. And I have nothing left. Galaxy, listen to me. Even if our opponent is the vice president with great authority, we're not entirely without chance. After all, this is not his territory. No matter how powerful he is, he can only put pressure on us, but not directly interfere with our country's jurisdiction. There's still a turning point. If you cooperate with me, we can We can break the current deadlock. Alright. I said everything I needed to say. What do you want me to do? Since you've admitted your relationship with the victim, I need you to retell your actions on the day of the incident in detail. That's easy. On the day of the incident... Ahem. That voice. Why now? What? You're willing to listen to slander, or refuse to trust the promise I provide you. You. Mr. Justice, I am preparing for a stronger defense in court tomorrow. Defense? Is that it? You're not allowed to speak here. Get out! Galaxy, you should consider easing up. Since when does a mere outsider, especially a foreigner, have the right to meddle in Kaida family affairs? It seems you do not fully trust us. Tanaka, see him out. Before I could say goodbye to Galaxy, I was already sent to a car by Mr. Justice's bodyguards. Fortunately, this time they only got me downstairs. They didn't enter the office. I had clearly won his trust and was about to get to the core of the case, but was interrupted again by Justice Kaida. It's getting late, and now the detention center is not allowed to enter. I've done everything I can for today. I wonder what information Luna has. I can only return to the office and meet with her as soon as possible now. Ah, look at that smile. Well, that was surprising. So now we know that is that blood? Was it there before? I don't remember seeing it there before. So, about this investigation thing. Firstly, it's nice to see Sirius back. Nice to see you, bro. It's been a long time. I'm glad the artist's effort of making a loudmouth motherfucker did not go to waste. For one case. So now we know a few things. One, the shooter could have been from the finance building or whatever it's called. Two, blinds. And three, Erica is actually Galaxy's stepsister. Okay. And Justice Kaida is a very corrupt politician. But who could have seen that coming, am I right? Anyway, I'm getting a bit excited, but at the same time I'm also tired. You know, the thing is, I'm kind of burned out from this series. You can tell because of the horrible release schedule. I'm just burned out, bro. So many videos, man. I thought this game would not take this long, but I think this is the longest game I played on the series. I mean, you could argue that it's the Ace Attorney trilogy, because I haven't played the third part, but I'm talking about one game. One. I see this exceeding 40 videos. That means this playthrough has more than 40 hours of, well, video time, which translates to about 80 hours of gameplay, because I'm a dumbass. And I have to read every line, because I'm a tryhard, I guess. I don't. Anyway, I'm excited, but I hope I can get it out. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for watching my playthrough of Trials of Innocence. And if you like what you see, stay tuned and stay awesome. Good night.